Welcome everyone. This is my first video ever speaking, so I apologize if I make any mistakes. Anyhow, welcome to the Excel Demon Conquest. A challenge I made for myself to beat all Excel demons in the game. In order. Yes, you heard that correctly. From the oldest Excel demon in Geometry Dash to the newest. Now, why am I doing this? Mainly because I'm insane, but also because I completely love the Excel demon category. It has its unique charm, which I completely love, and no other category can replicate. The reason I even started this channel is because of these levels. So there's no better way to do this, but to beat them all in order. Let me just briefly explain the rules. Rule number 1. I cannot skip levels, but I can practice future levels. 2. I can't hack or cheat to beat a level. Rule 3. I must play from oldest to newest. And Rule 4. If I have beaten a level, if I don't have proof, then I must re-beat it. If I do have proof, then it counts as beaten. I can't really think of any more rules, so if you figure out a rule due to, I don't know, just like a bug in the system or like an exploit, I could put them and I can just add another rule, and I would really appreciate that. So with that out of the way, let's get started with Piss, the creator who started it all by making the first Excel demon in the game, Fantasy Adventure R, a medium demon. This level was made back in 1.6, which means Electroman Adventures and Clubstep were just added in the game, and the game hadn't even reached 1 million levels, making this the ID of 600,000. Take in mind that now we're almost reaching 100 million levels. I remember I had terrible luck with this level and I didn't really enjoy it that much. It was a bit weird and had blind jumps. It also took me a whooping 564 times, which at the time was normal for me, but I still got mad. I rated 5.5 since I was mad about it back then, so I will increase it to a 5.55 since I'm still mad right now. Another level from the 1.6 era, and it's a funny one. There is something about the non-featured levels that I love about to this day. They're all unique and awesome to play, and this is no exception. Awful decoration and very bad balancing issues made me laugh a lot when I beat it. Also, it took me more time my first practice run than beating the level. Don't you just love non-featured levels? I rated this a 6.5 out of 10 back in the day, and I completely agree on it to this day. A jump from 1.6 directly to 1.9. This level is amazing for the time this was made. I mean, an Excel level with the theme of making it all with lines? Simply amazing. There aren't too many unique levels like this out there, and just goes to show how difficult it is to be original and do it right, like this level did. It mainly focuses on gameplay also, which I found it to be really enjoyable. I rated this an 8 out of 10 back then, so I'm keeping it an 8 out of 10. Toxic GD made quite a few levels in this category. The first being this one. I pretty much said it when I beat this level 2 years ago. the level is just forgettable. It doesn't really try to do anything new, and it's just bland. It uses the formula old levels had to get a level rated, and I've seen so many of them back in the day, I just didn't find this fulfilling. I don't really have anything much to say, but to give this level a 5.5 out of 10, and that's me being generous. I will never forget beating this level. Definitely one of the best remakes of Clubstep in my opinion, and still holds up nicely to this day. This level is just a buffed version of Clubstep, but a very fun at that. It has the same feeling as playing the original Clubstep, but it gives a little twist, making it more difficult but still fun. As usual, with the older levels, it has its balancing issues, such as 56%, but in my opinion, it does it better than many other levels. The extended part, even though it loses a bit of the Clubstep vibes, it's still awesome to play and a wonderful feeling once you beat it. The grade I gave this back then, and I still agree to this day, is an 8 out of 10 overall. Another Forgettable Demon by Toxic GD. That's not the name is actually Inferno Unleashed, but it's still forgettable either way. I do like the song and I do like the music sync also, but apart from that, I don't know, I just don't find this level interesting enough to play it over and over again. I do remember playing this a day or so and beating it and then just saying, okay, never again. And here it is, the 6th demon in the list. I gotta give it to you, Toots. This level was and still is my worst nightmare. I remember hating this, trying to beat this atrocious and evil level. Back when I beat it, I wanted to make a full 30-minute video about me rampaging and criticizing the level. And I still have the full script on it from back then. It took me around 5,000 attempts, the most amount of attempts on any level I had tried. I mean, I had made a challenge just to practice the last 3 jumps of hell at the end. And even that took me around 2,000 attempts, only the 3 jumps. But all jokes aside, interestingly, I really like this level deep down on my heart. It's one of those achievements that when I beat it, I thought, wait, what? Did I just beat this insane demon? It's my first actual insane demon of the game, and it pushed me to a level I thought I was not capable of. So, I don't know, I really have this level deep in my heart and will be always one of my favorite levels, even though I also hate it so much. Still, I have to give this level a 5 out of 10 for how stupid this is. Hey, quick message from future me. So while editing this video and checking if I've got everything right, I saw that the next 2 levels were recategorized from XL to long, and it's completely correct because back in the day in 1.9, everything that was over 1 minute and 45 seconds was considered an XL demon, and in 2.0 it got longer, it got to 2 minutes. So now with the new update it got corrected, and now they're now considered as long, so don't look them in the Excel because they're not gonna be there. Even though I will still rate them, I do consider them XL in my sincere opinion because I beat them while they were XL and they're almost XL, so yeah, I don't care. Radioactive by Vibrin is the first high quality level in this challenge. I mean, back in the day, there weren't really good levels made. I mean, Line Remake was really good, but it was still very old and very in the trying things out era and just old GD, so I don't really dislike. I really actually like very old levels. Like, I give them points because they're old, and this is like one of the first levels with a theme, and in the list is probably one of the best levels I've played so far. So I gotta give it to Vibrin. This is a really good level. I really enjoyed it. The song was really good. I liked it more the more I was playing it, and when I beat it, it just felt like, oh, such a shame that I cannot play anymore. And in fact, sometimes I still play this level again when I come back to beat XL Demons and I go to check the first levels. This is one of those levels I play again and again because it's so fun. And I mean, sometimes it's a bit wacky and the gameplay just comes out of nowhere, but it's still really good. And by the time this was made, props to Viper. Really cool. This is the perfect example of me just having a horrible experience with the level and then just hating it and having like a bad thoughts on the level just because I had a horrible experience. I mean, it's still not good. It's not a good level. I don't think it will ever be a good level. It just feels really randomized. Of course, I could never do this level. I could never create a level like this. And by the time this was made, but I mean, it just feels bad, and it feels like it tries to be a really hard and good level, and to me just it fails because it feels like so random, so RNG some parts that feels so wacky. So yeah, I had a really bad experience on this. I actually have more attempts on this than some insane demons I've beaten after, and yeah, 6 out of 10. This is a masterpiece of a level. I don't think you can describe it any other way. I don't think you can say that it's less than a masterpiece. I mean, by the time this was created, just take into account this is the 10th XL level in this list, and probably a very early masterpiece in this list also. And I don't think Funny Game, which is the real creator of this level, it says by Caustic, but it's actually just Funny Game. I mean, this guy made absolute bangers back in the day, and I think Death Moon is definitely one of the best levels. I think that for most people this is a really just top level. I think most of the people who have played Geometry Dash at least once on their lifetime, they have played this level. I think it was so advanced by this time. I mean, I don't know how to even describe this level. This level is just really good. I think my only issue with this level is a bit of the gameplay. I just don't really like the gameplay. To me, it doesn't flow as well. There are some parts that are really crazy, that are really good, and then there's some other parts that were like, I think it could be better. That's why I cannot give it a 10 out of 10. It's still a masterpiece, it's still like an iconic level of Geometry Dash, but I cannot give it a 10 out of 10 because to me it doesn't feel perfect. It feels super nostalgic, it feels a top level. I actually had to record it again because I beat it back in the day when I didn't record yet, and I had to play it again and I had a really fun time. But I mean, I think there are now even better levels than Death Moon, so I cannot give it a 10 out of 10. But for nostalgia points, for basically being made in 1.9 and being like basically one of the first levels to actually be a level, to like, thanks to this level they have made so many bangers. So I really do appreciate this level, and that's why I give it extra points. So to me it's a 9.5 out of 10. One of the best levels in GD for sure. Okay guys, I wanted to give a bit of context going into the next level. This level took me way too long to beat, and that is because I was going into a bit of a tough time with my studies and other stuff, and I took so many breaks because of it. So even though I ended up beating it after a long time, I ultimately decided to just play GD aside and focus on other things. But with 2.2 releasing, I mustered enough motivation to come back and just have fun with the game. That is why I wanted to continue making this challenge and see how far I can get. This level is absolute madness. It took me over 13,000 attempts to beat this. And even though it took me so long to beat, I don't consider this my hardest, even if I have twice, almost thrice the amount of attempts as Switchblade. I still remember playing this back when I started playing the game as a little kid, and this was one of the hardest levels in the game when it was released. But even so, I found some enjoyment while playing it. I died at the last spike of the level, just to give you some context on the luck I had with this level. Somehow, even though I gave up on the level, I still got back to it sometime after, and on the first attempt, I beat it. Still horrible, so I grade this a 5 out of 10. This level is the definition of stupid. Like, stupid Geometry Dash back in the day, just rating random levels. This is the worst level so far, and I'm not even exaggerating. This level is as dumb as it sounds. I don't really want to talk too much about this level because it would just be me insulting it and cussing, and it's just skip that. I beat this level rather quickly with only 2,000 attempts, so I appreciate that a lot. I got really lucky. And I didn't grade this back when I beat it, so I grade it now, and I think it's a 3 out of 10, and I'm not even being sarcastic. I don't think this should be rated, so like everything below 5 to 10 should not be rated. I don't even know how this got rated, except maybe for Deco, but it's not even good. Like, having Death Moon being released and this after Death Moon, and this cannot be rated. Yes. Oh, fuck yes! Oh, finally, man. A straightforward level, not really much, just another forgettable medium demon. But oh well, I don't really remember playing this, but it did make sense since it took me only 100 attempts to beat it, which is literally just 15 minutes. So yes, a pretty average level with an average everything. 6 out of 10.
For something completely different.
So guys, this is it. These are all of the levels I have beaten thus far, and I'm really excited to play the challenge again and having fun beating XL demons and just, enjoying this challenge and having progress on it. And just in the end, my real goal is just to beat all XL demons, and maybe I will do it, maybe not, who knows, but as I'm trying now, I hope I do. And yes, I will try to make a weekly video out of this challenge that I'm making, and I do encourage you guys to also try to do this challenge and just try out XL levels, because there are so many good levels. I mean, there's so many masterpieces on the XL category. It's like really my favorite category in all of Geometry Dash. Like even better than just legendary demons category, because these levels, like, they're more than legendary, they're XL. Like, man, who doesn't like to play XL demons? Probably demon grinders, but who knows. So I will gladly appreciate it if you have any opinions on what I should do, on what I should be making. If you have any recommendations, if I should add a new rule or something, I would really like to hear that from you guys. So leave a comment down below. And yes, thank you very much. I encourage you guys to do this challenge, and yeah, see you next week.